Hey everybody, Duck Number 8 Wooden Railway here, and today we're going to review Milkshake Muddle. Milkshake Muddle is a DVD with 6 Season 9 episodes. It was originally distributed by 20th Century Fox in 2007, and then it was re-released by Lionsgate in 2009, told by Michael Brandon. My copy is the original 20th Century Fox 2007 copy. The front has a picture of Thomas outside the ice cream factory pulling trucks of milk, and the title is yellow. The side has the hit logo up at the top. It's the red logo with a yellow title. It has the 20th Century Fox logo down at the bottom, and it has a picture of Thomas outside Peel Station. There's a little portrait on the spine of Thomas outside Peel Station. That's where it is. And the back is yellow. It's a yellow background with a blue tracks. The blue tracks are up there. It has a yellow title up here. You have your blurb right here. And you have snapshots from the episodes Mighty Mac and Thomas and the New Engine. And you have a picture of Thomas right here and the 20th Century Fox licensing down here at the bottom. The disc is a squished up version of the front poster arts, although the milk trucks don't appear on the discs, and Thomas's face is more zoomed in. The case is blue, and I like this blue case. I think it looks really nice. And my original copy of Milkshake Muddle does come with a booklet, and we're going to look at the booklet. So, here is the booklet to Milkshake Muddle. The front is just like what you see on the front cover art of the DVD case. Here is the Wooden Railway, where you could purchase the new Wooden Railway stuff. The new characters here are Mighty Mac, Neville, and the Giggling Troublesome Trucks. I have all those three here, and not to mention my Mighty Mac. Now I am able to do this DVD review because I just fixed up my Mighty Mac. Turned out pretty good, so now that my Mighty Mac has been taken care of, now I was able to do this review. So anyways, back to here, Mighty Mac and Neville. Here's the take-along thing, Roundhouse Rhythm. Roundhouse Take and Play, I meant. And I know Mighty Mac and Neville, because those are the new characters in here. Their debut episodes are both on this release, that being Mighty Mac and Thomas and the New Engine. Here is 1, 2, 3, Draw With Me thing. And here is Make Brushing Fun. I guess that's where you could purchase some Thomas toothpaste that they have. And here is the books. You could purchase the books there as well. And then here is Shutterfly. I think those are like greeting cards, photo books or whatever. And Thomas and Friends Learning Series. I guess you could learn about the show in those. Oh, and More Than a Story. Here are more books that you could purchase. Oh, and Play, Learn, and Shop at thomasandfriends.com. That's their website. You could go to that. So, yep, that was the booklet. And now we are going to talk about the episodes and the sing-along songs for this release. So the 6 episodes featured on this release are Thomas's New Trucks, Duncan and the Old Mine, Thomas's Milkshake Muddle, Mighty Mac, Toby Feels Left Out, and Thomas and the New Engine. Some of these episodes are good, some of them are bad. We'll review them individually as we mention them. The first episode, Thomas's New Trucks. That episode is okay. There's nothing too wrong with it. I like Thomas's role in the episode. Two things that were really I loved about the episode are, 1, it has Bill and Ben in it. It's nice to see Bill and Ben again. And 2, the crash. I really loved the crash. Thomas literally stopped right before the trucks crashed into him and the coal exploded everywhere. I love that. Duncan and the Old Mine. This would be my favorite narrow gauge episode of Season 9. Most of the narrow gauge episodes of season 9 are bad, but this one is my favorite out of all of them. This is the one where Duncan is the main character. Duncan's role of season 9 is my favorite season 9 narrow gauge episode. I love Duncan's role in the episode. I love him discovering the mine. I loved how he get trapped in it. And I loved how he found those coal trucks in the mine and pushed his way out. The episode looked really, really cool. I liked Duncan and the Old Mine. I don't think there's anything too wrong with that episode either. Thomas's Milkshake Muddle. This episode is bad. I hate this episode. Like, Thomas, you've been told not to go fast with the milk bottles, and look, you made a mistake. Your milk is now butter. Like, come on, Thomas. The episode is boring. I just don't like this episode. I don't think it is that good at all. Mighty Mac. This episode is not bad. I know a lot of people hate this episode, but for me, it's not that bad. It's definitely not amazing or anything. It's nowhere near perfect, that's for sure. Mighty Mac is a cool character. I love his design. I think it looks really, really cool. And yeah. What I do like about the episode is the scene when the coach crashed into the rocks, causing a rock fall. I thought that was really cool, but the episode overall, it's fine. It's not bad or anything, but it's nowhere near perfect. Toby feels left out. This episode is awful. I hate this episode. Toby is completely out of character. The reason why Sir Topham Hatt didn't tell him about the museum is because Toby doesn't live at Tidmouth Sheds. He lives at Arsdale End. And Toby believing that Sir Topham Hatt was going to put him in the museum all episode long, I hate that. I hate this episode. This episode is awful. And the last episode, Thomas and the New Engine. This episode's pretty good. Neville's design was really, really cool. I liked the way he looked. My only complaint about the episode is Edward, how Edward was out of character. He would have said something different to what James told him about Neville, but other than that, it's a good episode. Best of all is the crash. I really love the crash in the episode when Neville crashed into the barrier and hung over the bridge. I love that crash. Even when I first saw this episode for the very first time, I loved the crash so much that I kept on wanting to watch it over and over again. So those are all the episodes, and the sing-along song is Pride. This song is awful. It's boring. Most of the hit era songs are just bad. So yep, we covered the episodes and the sing-along songs. Up next, I'm going to talk about why I have these characters here. So Thomas is here because he's the main character in Thomas's New Trucks and Thomas's Milkshake Muddle. James is here because he had a major role in Thomas's New Trucks. Duncan is here because he's the main character in Duncan and the Old Mine. Mighty Mac is here because he's the main character and debut episode in the episode that is named after him, Mighty Mac. Toby is here because he's the main character and Toby Feels Left Out. And Neville is here because he is the debut, introduced, and lead character in Thomas and the New Engine. Thoughts about the release? It's a fine release, but it has a worst menu tour. Like, why is there no episode selection? You can't pick a single episode on this release. It's just like a VHS. And why does it not even list the episodes on the back? The previous releases before did. This one doesn't. Why? And how will you know what episodes this has? And why did they title it Milkshake Muddle opposed to Thomas's Milkshake Muddle? Because that's what the episode is called. Additionally, why does it say Thomas's Milkshake Muddle in the intro before it jumps into the first episode when it's called Milkshake Muddle? Also, why does it have Thomas's Milkshake Muddle not as the first episode? It's the third. This is the second, because I think the first would have been On Site with Thomas. And why is Duncan and the Old Mine the second episode on this release before Mighty Mac, which is the fourth? Because in the beginning of Duncan and the Old Mine is a cameo of Mighty Mac. If I had my way, I would switch the order and put them in the correct order. So Thomas's Milkshake Muddle, Mighty Mac, Thomas and the New Engine, Toby Feels Left Out, Thomas's New Trucks, Duncan and the Old Mine. That's the order how it should be, because in the beginning of Duncan and the Old Mine is a cameo of Mighty Mac, and that Mighty Mac on here is the 4th episode, meaning that you wouldn't know who Mighty Mac is when you watch the opening of Duncan and the Old Mine. This is also the first DVD with the new hit logo on the original spine. Anyways, this is all I have to say about this release. I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know when I plan to do Thomas and the Special Letter next, because I have to fix up my Wooden Railway Rusty, but hopefully it will be soon. This is all I have to say, and thanks for watching.